What is up everyone, welcome back to Mainly Movies, the channel where we talk about, well, mainly movies. So welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be reviewing F1 the movie. This story follows Sonny Hayes, a retired race car driver who is now living out of a van and entering small races for a living. An old friend approaches him and offers him a chance to race for his team in Formula One. After accepting, Sonny soon realizes driving the powerful machinery isn't the hard part, it's teamwork. So this was a film that kind of had typical marketing, so I wasn't overly excited for it, but I did really like Top Gun Maverick. I think it's a great, fun return to summer blockbuster kind of movie. I actually prefer it over the original film. It has some great moments, and just the overall camaraderie that the movie gives you with all these characters, I just generally enjoy. It's just overall a very well directed and written film. But F1 being made by the same filmmaker as Top Gun Maverick kind of got me a little bit intrigued. And it's safe to say I had probably an equal amount of fun with Formula One as I did with Top Gun Maverick. So anyway, let's get into the positives. First of all, the casting is really good in this film, especially Brad Pitt. You can really buy him as this cocky, very arrogant, retired driver who, when you learn about his backstory, you can kind of understand why his character acts the way he does. I also really like the character Joshua Pierce, who is this like young, new to the game racer who's enjoying the kind of attention that he gets from the media and just wants to be the best racer he can possible. And the dynamic between his character and Sonny Hayes was really good, and it kind of reminded me a lot of Tom Cruise and Miles Teller in Top Gun Maverick. Also visually, the racing sequences are just striking. They have this nice mishmash of like these cinematic wide camera angles and then these shots that kind of replicate like we're watching Formula One on TV, and then adding them both together really creates the illusion of just this very cinematic race. And when there's moments like a car's flipping or a crash or any sort of accident, the movie does a really good job at filming it in a way that really makes it feel impactful. I also really like the way that the movie is written. It has its moments of a typical sports film, but it also has moments that I just wasn't expecting that I quite liked. I am quite a big fan of sports movies like Rocky or Field of Dreams, movies like that I kind of really like, but I appreciate the ones that kind of go outside of the convention of a sports film, and this movie does that. Also, for a film that's Formula One, this movie needs to have good sound design, and thankfully it has an excellent sound design. I watched it in the biggest theater I could possible because I really was hoping that the sound of the engines would just be roaring, and they do. The race scenes are just, they're loud, they're impressive, and the movie just overall has an excellent sound design. One thing I'll get into is, although there has some moments that I wasn't expecting, a lot of the movie is kind of predictable, but to me that's not really a negative because it's kind of why I wanted to see a movie like this. I wanted to see a fun sports film that kind of gets you a little bit motivated and overall just inspires you a lot, and that's what a lot of sports movies do. It's kind of overcoming the odds, and the way that they write the character Sonny Hayes, I like that. It's almost like a sort of Rocky character. It's like out with the old, in with the new, again just like Top Gun Maverick, but this movie does it in such a nice way, and I really think it's just such a charismatic film. I'm hoping to see it again in theaters because it was just a blast. It was fun. I miss going to the movies and watching something that's just pure entertainment, because I feel like a lot of movies nowadays set out to be this big bombastic entertaining film, but it just doesn't hit like something like Formula One does. I was honestly glued to the screen with this film. Each sequence was just really impressive, and I just wanted to see where the character was going to go. Even though the movie kind of falls in the direction it should, it doesn't stop it from being such a fun time and having some memorable, great races. And I tell you what, those Formula One cars, they are incredibly powerful. They are just rocket jets on the ground. Like, they are insane cars. And I also like how it kind of shows us the training someone needs to drive these cars. I saw in the credits that Lewis Hamilton was a producer on the film. He is a famous Formula One car driver. Most of you probably already know that. So a lot of the technical talk and a lot of the training and all that, I feel like I can trust how technical it all is because of having Lewis Hamilton as a producer, as well as they probably got a whole bunch of experts on the film to help out with a lot of the realism and to make sure everything is accurate as possible, because there are those Formula One fans who will just nitpick and know what's right and what's wrong. Plus, you have a movie called Formula One, the movie. You kind of need your Formula One stuff to be on point. But it's really cool seeing the different kind of tires that they need, and all of that stuff kind of creates the drama of the film, the intense moments where they quickly need to take a pit stop, but they're running out of time, and everything is like a ticking time bomb in the races, which is really good. And Formula One is just a generally good sport to create a movie with such intense moments because of little things like that. But yeah, overall, I had a blast with Formula One. It's one of the better sports movies I've seen in a while. It does kind of follow a lot of the traditions of a sports movie, and it is very similar in terms of its themes as Top Gun Maverick. But putting that aside, it's definitely a great blockbuster film that you can sit down, relax. I'm definitely looking forward to the 4K of this film because I'm going to be watching that a lot. The sound design is awesome. Visually, it's incredible. The racing sequences are just directed really well. It has some great characters, some memorable moments, and that is why I am going to give Formula One, the movie, a 4.5 stars. That's right, overall I enjoyed Formula One. I wish Hollywood would make great blockbusters like this every once in a while. Like I said, I feel like a lot of them set out to be big blockbusters like this, but fail. They either go too far into the entertainment stuff and forget about storytelling and characters and writing, or they go too far into a character-driven film and forget about the pure entertainment. Thankfully, Formula One is a great example of both of those worlds. Anyway guys, thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. So stay tuned, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.